Hello, and welcome to Contraceptive Chronicles. I'm your host, Miranda.
And I'm Casey, and today we're talking about vaginal birth control, specifically the IUD. Let's take a journey through the fascinating history of vaginal birth control.
In 1909, the curtain opened with the first publication on intrauterine devices. Fast forward to 1967, the year that marked a pivotal moment in contraceptives with the invention of the copper IUD, which offered a long-term and more effective option.
Sadly, the early 70s saw a downturn in the IUD use thanks to the Dawkins Shield scandal in 1971, which raised concerns about safety. Sadly, the IUD's reputation never fully recovered from this scandal, and misconception still surrounds this form of birth control.
But innovation persisted. In 2001, a new chapter began with the release of the hormone-releasing IUD, which offered a safer and highly reliable contraceptive method.
This leads our talk to the advantages of the IUD. From the earliest stages of experimentation to today's options, the evolution of the IUD mirrors both progress and challenges. Now let's explore why the IUD has become a game changer in the world of birth control.
What sets the IUD apart is its remarkable mechanism of action, remaining localized to the uterus and cervix. This means little to no systemic side effects, making it an optimal method for women managing multiple medications or medical conditions.
The IUD is a solution for symptoms like relief from heavy menstrual bleeding, cramps, or even treatment for conditions like endometriosis. This localized approach can bring targeted relief, providing not just protection but potential therapeutic benefits.
Let's talk numbers for a second. The IUD has a failure rate of less than 1% within the first year. This is much lower than other forms of birth control, such as condoms or oral birth control, which have a higher user error rate.
Did you know that the IUD also lasts about 10 years? At the 10-year mark, it is comparable to female sterilization, standing at about 2%. These stats underscore the IUD's reputation for reliability. As we navigate through the contraceptive landscape, it's essential to consider the potential downsides of the IUD.
One notable aspect is insertion discomfort. The current procedure involves no numbing, and patients aren't given any prescription medication to deal with discomfort afterwards. They are mostly just advised to take a few Tylenols, and this is all based on the solely anecdotal claim that there is no pain with insertion, just a few seconds of pressure or discomfort.
Hey Miranda, did you know, according to a study, 60% of individuals have reported that after the first 24 hours of insertion, they experience moderate to severe pain? Also, about 30% have reported discomfort for up to 3 days to a week later.
And even if you can get past the physical discomfort, there's also a social aspect to consider. Religious beliefs, stigma, cultural conservatism, and societal expectations also play a role in why the IUD may be viewed in a negative light. A survey showed that among parents, the IUD was deemed the least acceptable form of birth control for their teenage daughters. Now let's shine light on some of the challenges faced in the realm of intrauterine devices, from manufacturing hurdles to the complexities of intersubject variability.
First, let's dive into manufacturing IUDs. Many formulations incorporate lubricants like silicone oil. While it aids in better mixing, flow properties, and easy demolding, these are some issues that Miranda can dive into.
Controlling the concentration of lubricants is crucial because of its potential impact on mechanical strength, processing conditions, and release behavior of IUDs. A delicate balance is needed to ensure optimal performance.
Another factor that makes optimizing performance a challenge is intersubject variability. Some factors that contribute to intersubject variability are expression of drug transporters, metabolizing enzymes, tissue permeability, microbiome, immune cells, blood supply, and proteins.
I can see how this could be a problem. These aren't even factors that are stable within a single person. These things are going to change throughout the menstrual cycle, with age, and with disease conditions. This will lead to different drug exposures and high intersubject variability, adding complexity to making the IUD's performance more predictable.
As we navigate these challenges within contraceptives, it's crucial to acknowledge these issues involved in both manufacturing and biological responses within individuals. Join us on the Contraceptive Chronicles as we dive deeper into the science and complexities behind birth control.
As we wrap up this episode, we've journeyed through the history of vaginal birth control, explored the advantages and disadvantages of the IUD, and delved into the challenges faced in its development and use.
The IUD offers hormonal and non-hormonal options, localized action, and impressive efficacy. Yet challenges like insertion discomfort and social stigma brings a nuisance to its use.
We've uncovered manufacturing challenges, emphasizing the delicate balance needed, and discussed intersubject variability, where biological factors contribute to the complexity of the IUD's performance.
That's all for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us next time on the Contraceptive Chronicles.